today's video, we're going to go through my personal favorite reciters of the Quran in 2023. Now, this has to be one of the most difficult videos I've ever done, solely because there's so many great reciters out there. And I'm going to give some honorable mentions as well because some of them were just too hard to leave out of my top 5. So starting with number 5 is Sheikh Nasr al-Khatami. And Sheikh Nasr is a recent addition to this list. Personally, I had not listened to him growing up, but recently, as of my studying, getting later and later into the night, as of 2022 I want to say, he is someone I started to listen to more and more.
وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَى مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَى وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَى ذو مرة فاستوى. Now he's got a really amazing voice, mashallah, which is very dynamic because he's able to recite in very high pitches at times, but for the majority of the time he's a very mellow, calming reciter, which I'd say that's one of the main reasons I really enjoy listening to him. And number 4 on the list is Umar Hisham al-Arabi, and I'm sure you guys have seen him. He's taken YouTube by storm as of late, and I really appreciate his style because he's got many different styles of recitation and he's able to pull off something which many people are not.
فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا لا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر.
Most people like myself can only recite in one, if not two, styles of recitation, but he is able to recite and masterfully many different types of recitation. So make sure you go check out his recitations if you have not already, and let's move on to number 3. And number 3 on my list is Sheikh Haytham al-Dukhin. Now, Sheikh Haytham is someone who I really started to listen to. Honestly, it was kind of just in passing. I heard him once or twice just by randomly clicking on a YouTube video. But ever since, I was hooked.
وَيَا قَوْمِ مَا لِي أَدْعُوكُمْ إِلَى النَّجَاةِ وَتَدْعُونَنِي إِلَى النَّارِ تدعونني لأكفر بالله وأشرك به ما ليس لي به علم وأنا أدعوكم إلى العزيز الغفار.
His style of recitation is very calming, and I think something you guys may have noticed already is I like really calm reciters for the most part, but number 1 is kind of goes against the grain on this. You'll see when number 1 comes. So number 2 on the list is none other than Sheikh Yasir al-Dusari. Now Sheikh Yasir has been on this list for a while.
واذكر عبادنا إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب أولي الأيدي والأبصار إنا أخلصناهم بخالصة ذكر الدار وإنهم عندنا لمن المصطفين الأخيار واذكر إسماعيل واليسع وذا الكفل وكل من الأخيار هذا ذكر وإن للمتقين لحسن مآب جنات عدن مفتحة لهم الأبواب.
And it actually started off when I went to the Haram, to Mecca, and I listened to him recite. I remember it very vividly. I was listening to him recite the ending of Surah Furqan about the Ibad al-Rahman, the servants of Ar-Rahman. It honestly made me take Quranic recitation very seriously, and that actually started to make me try and improve my recitation. I actually went to the hotel and immediately opened that part of the Quran and tried to make sure that specific section which he recited I can recite in salahs as well. Now some honorable mentions include Sheikh al-Minshawi.
يوم ندعو كل أناس بإمامهم فمن أوتي كتابه بيمينه فأولئك يقرؤون كتابهم ولا يظلمون فتيلا.
We have Sheikh Mahir al-Mu'ayqali.
قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا.
Again, very unique in his style. You hear his voice and it's just relaxing. And he has a style which I don't think anyone has and will be able to imitate. MashaAllah, may Allah preserve him. And finally, Sheikh Mishri.
واتقوا الذي خلقكم والجبلة الأولين قالوا إنما أنت من المسحرين.
So Sheikh Mishri, I think, is a household name at this point in terms of Quranic memorization, because we've all heard him in Juz Amma, Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Fatiha, and the way his recitation took the world by storm in the past couple of decades, I think it speaks volumes. And finally, number one on the list is Sheikh Saoud al-Shuraim.
رفيع الدرجات ذو العرش يلقي الروح من أمره على من يشاء من عباده لينذر يوم التلاق يوم هم بارزون لا يخفى على الله منهم شيء لمن الملك اليوم لله الواحد القهار لمن الملك اليوم لله الواحد القهار لمن الملك اليوم لله الواحد القهار.
Let me know what your guys' favorite reciters are in the comment section down below. I would love to hear about new reciters, and let me know if you guys agree with the number one pick. What are your number one picks? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
فينمو الورد بساما وينشر أطيب العطر وتحيا في نجاحات بنور الحق والنصر.